Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Michael, or Only Good King as my channel name and gamer tag suggests, and today we're looking at collections. And so, for the no money spent grind, I want to kind of get you all updated on my collections, where I'm sitting at. Obviously, you can see I only have 13k stubs. We pulled some really good heat in our last pack openings and whatnot, and so today we're going to look at our collections. I've actually purchased a bunch of the cards, and I just want to make sure that you're here along with me when I lock them in. We're going to right into it, and I kind of want to just showcase some of the cheaper ones, some of the ones I would suggest going first, and then of course like any of the ones that don't require diamonds, right? So you have the Orioles, you have the Jim Palmer starter, you have all these cards, right? We'll go ahead and start locking these in. Let's go ahead and lock these in. Boom, we got Jim Palmer just like that. Another one I suggest very quickly will definitely be the Texas Rangers. If you can grab this Gallo, there's only 2-3k stubs, grab this Gallo. He's the real collection reward, and then you also get Bert Blevin on the side, right? And then Nick Solak, he's definitely going silver this update. Dane Dunning is probably going to get an increase as well, right? We have a lot of players on the Texas Rangers that could see an increase, and you of course get the Joey Gallo. So we're going to go ahead and lock that in just like that, right? Another one I suggest doing very quickly is definitely going to be the Tigers and the Royals, right? The Tigers, it's just get the collection out of the way. You got to do the collection. They're pretty cheap overall, and you get this Pudge. Maybe you can throw him in at catcher, or he can be a defensive sub for you. That's probably, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to put him at defensive sub on my bench for catcher. It's an 85 fielding, 85 arm. He's going to be great enough. And if I absolutely need a righty bat, he's got one. So we'll go ahead and collect and grab that Pudge right there. And then the next obviously is going to be the Royals. You got Witt, Salvi, Mondesi, and Santana and Soler. These top 5 cards in this team are absolutely nutty. You can also probably even throw in, where is he at? Josh Stallmont. He throws absolute heat. You can put him in, maybe use him as a 1-inning relief pitcher in your ranked grind. And then you also get this George Brett, just a little slappy lefty bat, decent fielding, decent speed at third, and he can play short. So yeah, I should definitely suggest doing this next, right? And then also, I suggest the Twins. Now, I would definitely try to scoop up this Buxton before it gets too expensive. He's definitely going to probably be a diamond. And this team just has a lot of goals, so it's going to get more expensive. You have this Mitch Garver, who's a really good option at catcher. He has power. Kenta Maeda, the starter, right? You have a lot of options. Josh Donaldson. Oh my goodness. Josh Donaldson at third with the 87-94 power, right? And then you also, when you collect this, you get the Kirby Puckett, little slappy bat, especially against lefties, really good. 90 fielding in the outfield, 85 arm. He's a 89 overall, 59 speed, and especially if you get him to parallel up, you're gonna enjoy this card. He's a really good bat, so we're gonna go ahead and lock that in as well. The next cheapest one would probably be the Mariners, or next one that I would suggest that's going to be cheap is going to be the Mariners, right? You don't have too many outstanding players on this team that are going to be, super budget beasts or anything like that. I really enjoy James Paxton. He's a good lefty if you absolutely need one. Kyle Seager's swing is absolutely beautiful. Kyle Lewis, a lot of people like from last year's card. And then also, I believe, Ty France. He's definitely going to get an upgrade. I don't know if it'll be silver, but he's definitely looking good. This team has been playing well IRL, so you might get some good budget beasts that are going to increase when the roster update comes out. And also you get this Michael Pineda, right? Starter, throws decent 4-seam slider, changeup, 2-seam. He's a pretty good overall pitcher if you absolutely need a starter. So this is one I would do, and you got to do it anyway to get the chipper. Let's go ahead and lock it in. All right, next one I would suggest is definitely the Marlins, the fish with arms. They have a pretty good team overall, nothing too really expensive, right? You have a couple pieces that you could throw in, maybe your live series, Yimi Garcia, Sixto is a good young player that might increase it as he plays well. But you also get D. Strange Gordon. And D. Strange Gordon is nuts, right? You got this 95, I know you can't see it, 95 speed, 95 steal, 99 base running aggressiveness, his 85 fielding at second, and just super slappy. You can even throw him in your event lineup. really good card, especially if you need a second baseman that can just get on base. So we're going ahead and collect this team, and you got to collect it to get chipper. So we're going to go ahead and move on with that. Next team will be the Chicago Cubbies, and I would definitely scoop this up now before any of these golds turn to diamonds or even the silvers turn into gold. Ian Happ is still, he's a little cold going into the beginning of the season, but he could definitely go gold very soon. He's very good ball player. And then any of these dudes, Baez, Rizzo, Bryant, even Kimbrel or Wilson Contreras could go diamond very quickly in the next couple weeks or even month. And so this is definitely a cheap collection to do right now, and even some nice golds that you can slot in, especially with their daily inside edge boost. And then you also get a diamond 85 overall Kerry Wood. Right, this reliever Kerry Wood is going to be nasty. 96 mile an hour four seam, 82 mile an hour curve. Just that alone, plus the cutter and slurve, great pitch selection. He has 106K per 9. You're gonna want to do this collection and throw that Kerry in your lineup. Next collection is definitely going to be Cincinnati Reds. They have a couple absolutely glitchy swings. Castellanos has been playing out of his mind this year so far. Suarez is always good because he has 80-80 power at least on both sides. This year he actually has almost 90-90 power on both sides right now. Joey Votto is a slappy bat. Mike Moustakas, almost messed up, but Mike Moustakas has a slappy bat. Amir Garrett and Doolittle, two lefty pin pieces, and then Jesse Winker. This is probably where you're going to see a lot of budget beast for your team, and you also get this Adam Dunn, who absolutely hits the ball out of the park, hits the skin off the ball like no one's business. 97 power, 86 power, 97 power, 106 power, oh my goodness, at right field with an 85 arm strength. You're going to want to lock this in. This is going to be your budget beast team. Do this collection now. And as we're moving on, Pirates, this team, obviously, they don't even have a single gold. Their highest overall is Adam Frazier, and even Brian Hayes and Jacob Stalin. They have 3 silvers. This is probably going to be your first collection, and you won't even have to buy very many cards because all your commons, bronzes, and silvers might just go into this collection, which will be nice. Super cheap. You get this Ralph Kiner, who has 98 power versus righties. Decent left fielder. If you absolutely need one, you can throw him in there. But like I said, you got to do this collection to get the chipper. So we're moving that way. And now we're looking at the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are a pretty simple collection as well. You have a pretty nice bats in Gattel, Escobar. Zach Gallen is pitching really well, and he's a 79, which means he could go up to an 80 very easily. And so definitely good card. David, the Freight Train Peralta, nasty card. Mad Bum is probably going to go down, but this team, you gotta collect them, and you get an Archie Bradley if you want it. Relieving pitcher, 96 four-seam fastball, 82 mile an hour knuckle curve, insane with a cutter changeup combo. It's pretty nice, and you gotta do this collection to get the chipper. So let's go ahead, auto select, and collect all items. And now we're looking at the Colorado Rockies. And of course, this is going to be your most expensive card, right? 30K, Trevor Story. We actually pulled him. He was the first diamond we pulled all year, I believe. And so we were able to do this collection, so we went ahead and did it. But if you can afford this Trevor Story, he's always playing up versus righties or lefties. Literally always playing up. He has 83 fielding, 85 speed, no boost to parallels, and of course we got him paralleled. And so it's going to cost a little bit, but beyond Trevor Story, you got the Charlie Blackmon, and then every other card is a silver or lower, and so it's not going to cost much. And then you get a nice overall bat, lefty bat at first, Todd Helton, 81 fielding, 53 speed, decent first baseman, all around great card. And so we're going to go ahead and lock this in as well. All right, next we have the San Francisco Giants, and besides Yaz, maybe Gossman, you're not going to see very many expensive cards in this lineup. Wilmer Flores can hammer lefties. You might see Stella against righties. You might see a couple of these cards in BR, and that's pretty much it. None of these cards, I mean, some might be BR goons or even budget beast, but you're not going to see very many of these cards, which is good because it's going to be easier for the collection. And then you also get this Hunter Strickland, decent reliever righty. He's 97, 96 fastball, 85 and 88 slider changeup, really nice. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lock this in. And the next collection we have are actually gonna be the Toronto Blue Jays. We bought Kirby Yates. He's a pretty cheap diamond for us. We had a lot of the Blue Jays already. It was only one diamond and a bunch of golds, so we went ahead and bought that. And you actually get a Joe Carter, who absolutely demolishes lefties. I'm sorry, he's a righty that demolishes lefties. Plays first in all the outfield. He doesn't play great defense. He has 60 speed, but he's a great card, especially if you absolutely need an outfielder or right fielder. That's what he can play. And so we're gonna go ahead and lock this in right now. And next is the Tampa Bay Rays. We actually obviously pulled Nick Anderson. He's cost about 25K, but we pulled Nick Anderson in one of our first pack openings. And then we have Kevin Kiermaier, Brandon Lau, Randy's just the best. Rich Hill, Austin Meadows, right? You have a couple of pretty expensive boys. Obviously, with Nick Anderson, he's going to be a little bit more expensive, closer to 30K, like Trevor Story. But, you know, after you get past the golds and silvers, there's not a ton in this team. And you get a starter, David Price, who does really well. He's a really good pitch mix. His 2-seam and 4-seam both 96 miles an hour, a cutter at 90, changeup at 84, and a knuckle curve at 79. He's a lefty. He does really well. I think this card is going to be really good, and he's a good card that you can get if you want. Yeah, you get Nick Anderson, and you get a lefty starter, and then you can fill out your team with decent, you know, second base, outfield. Well, Willie Adames, Rich Hill is also a lefty, you know, and then you're done. You know, you have a pretty good budget team if you just want to go with the Tampa Bay Rays, of course. But we're going to go ahead and lock this guy in and get our David Price. Our next team is going to be the Red Sox, Boston Red Sox. And so the reason is, I know Chris Sale can kind of get expensive, 35K, but we pull literally pretty much every other card. Bogarts, JD, Verdugo, Devers, we pulled all those golds, we pulled a lot of the silvers, pulled a lot of the bronze, and so it kind of just made sense if we pour about 40K into this collection. We can get obviously Chris Sale, another outstanding lefty, and we have Lefty Grove, lefty starter. He has really good pitch mix, really good speed differential, I should say, not necessarily pitch mix. He's got about 3 pitches that are the same at curveball, forkball, and changeup, and then he also has the 4-seam fastball at 95 miles an hour. So we're going to lock this in as one of our collections as well. And I believe we only have one more collection to look at today. And our last collection, you're seeing this right, is actually the San Diego Padres. So we pulled Tatis in our level 35 pack. And if you want to see the rest of that pack opening, go look at yesterday's video. It's really electric. We bought Manny Machado, and we actually pulled Yu Darvish as well. And so we went ahead and filled out this collection. You get a lot of great golds. Obviously, Tatis is in our lineup. Machado, I believe, is in our lineup now. You get a lot of great team players for your lineup potentially if you can pull this card. I don't recommend going out and buying these cards. Like I said, I pulled Tatis, saved about 80K, and I pulled Yu, saved about 14K. And I pulled a lot, you know, I pulled Blake Snell, Clevenger, Paddock, and I believe, you know, a lot of these other golds. And so I didn't have to pour a whole lot of money into this collection. And so I don't recommend this being an early collection for you unless you absolutely want the Padres and you're going all in or whatever. And you also get Trevor Hoffman. 117, 105 K per 9, hit per 9. That PCI is going to be super small for the person you're playing against. And he has a primary circle change at 74, 4-seam at 92, a cutter at 87, a slider at 83, and a curveball at 76. So really good pitch mix, really good pitch velocity changing. He has a 99 break, decent control, and this card is going to be absolutely nasty, right? So we're immediately going to throw him in our lineup. I don't recommend going out and this being your first collection you do. You're going to waste a lot of stubs, but because we already have it, we have all 40, we're going to go ahead and punch it in and grab that Trevor Hoffman right now. And then just kind of keep y'all updated. These are the collections I need left. New York, Sox, Indians, the Stros, Angels, Nats, Phils, the Mets, Braves, A's, Brewers, Cards, and Dodgers. The Dodgers, obviously, the Angels, obviously, and probably even the Cards are going to be one of my last ones. I think next, and if you're in this kind of same boat, I would highly recommend, you know, the White Sox. I would highly recommend the A's. You know, you have the one Matt Chapman diamond, and especially if you have more pack luck with the A's than I do. You know, I only have 10 of these cards, but the A's only having one diamond. The Indians having kind of low diamonds. Actually, they don't. I actually recommend the Stros before the Indians. Then Bregman and Verlander, they're not going to see a high increase. Bregman actually might even go down. I don't know how he's playing. Verlander isn't playing right now, so he won't be going up or down. So his price isn't going to change much. So I recommend that. The White Sox, the Indians, the Stros, and the A's probably be my next ones. And then I actually have really good luck. I actually pulled Scherzer and Soto, so we will actually be going for Strasburg and the rest of these Nats. We actually have 17 out of 40 right now, and so we'll be going for this next. And then yeah, the fills are getting a little expensive, but like I said, once you have the Angels, the Braves with Acuna, the Cards, the Dodgers with all theirs, the Cards with Arenado, and even the Brewers, they have 3 really high diamonds that are really good. And so, and even Brandon Woodruff, who's playing really well IRL, and Corbin Burns, who's playing IRL really well. Dang, say that 5 times fast. Ugh, I can't. And then this Garrett Cole, obviously. So the rest of these collections, obviously, they're the higher tier collections. It's going to take us a minute unless we pull absolute heat with Trout or Acuna or Cole or even Arenado. It's going to take us some time. But I just want to keep y'all updated on the no money spent grind, where we're at collections wise. Obviously, these impact our team affinity grind as well. So you're getting those packs, you're getting those stubs back. That's what it's going to do. In previous years, you would get stubs or XP back, and this year you're getting team affinity progress. That's it. And so keep grinding your team affinities, keep collecting, keep pulling packs, get free packs. Do not go buy packs. That's the worst investment you're probably going to have all year if you go buy packs. Don't buy packs. Don't buy packs. But that's all we're looking at today. Hopefully by next time in the collection videos we have at least 5 or 6 of these done. I can continue to update y'all, and we can even lock out some of these divisional wins. I don't think, we're gonna need the Dodgers. We're gonna need, I don't think we have a complete division quite yet. We're pretty close. The AL East and the NL West are pretty close, but we're not quite done with all the division, with all the teams in the division. So we're still working on it. We're still getting closer and closer, but I just want to keep y'all updated, get y'all, get to know where I'm at. Let me know how far y'all are. If y'all, did you pull Trout? Do you have all the collections done? What collection are you looking forward to doing right now? Let me know, because I want to know where y'all are at, just so I can kind of gauge how I need to continue and show y'all and help y'all. But that's all I got for us today, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Like I said, let me know who you're pulling. Let me know who you're going for in the collections. And if you want to see more of my MLB The Show 21 content, make sure you subscribe. Thanks, guys. See y'all.